WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong.
Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Hi, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Happy
Good
Monday.
afternoon. I almost said good morning.
Good morning, afternoon,
Wherever
whatever it is to you. Someone
Yeah.
said good morning to me at about this time the other day. I said, sure.
Yeah.
We do have a First Alert Weather Day coming up for you tomorrow evening. Otherwise, still pretty quiet conditions for us.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith said it looks normal. All right. Thanks,
Oh.
Keith.
Well, anyway, yeah. So this is what's going on further off to the west. As you can kind of see, storms are beginning to fire up in Oklahoma, all the way up to Kansas, and even for eastern Texas. That's the system that's actually going to be making its way in our direction tomorrow, but we're not really expecting much in terms of storms today. So that is some good news. Not expecting any kind of severe weather for the rest of your Monday. But again, First Alert Weather Day in place for Tuesday evening, because we are going to be dealing with a line of storms associated with a cold front that's going to move in. Damaging wind and hail look to be likely, and then there is still going to be that possibility for some tornadoes. So regardless of the risk zone, definitely looking at some kind of severe weather threat as we head into tomorrow evening.
I do like, though, that as we're getting closer to this event, they have not shifted that level 3 any further south.
Yeah.
This is what it looked like yesterday evening and night when they did updates. So that means that the energy looks like it's consistently going to be staying at least a little bit to the north. And we'll just have that chance to see some scattered severe storms. Definitely still a line of storms, but only a few of them being severe.
Yeah. So here's what it's looking like for the start to your Tuesday. Relatively quiet, even through about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It's really not until about 6 o'clock where we could see a brief storm or two pop up ahead of the main line for the evening commute. And then it's really not until about 7, 8 o'clock that we start to see some of those storms beginning to pop up for us. Again, as you can tell, it's not looking like a very rainy event. It's going to be more so isolated cells here and there, all associated with that line that moves in. And it still sticks with us even by around 10 o'clock or so. and then continuing to shift further off to the east. I would say by around midnight, maybe just a little thereafter. I think we're pretty much going to be done with the severe event. And if you're further off to the west, and maybe more so around 9 o'clock or so, that you'll be done with that severe weather for tomorrow evening.
So that's good news. It's not looking like an overnight weather event for us. Again, still, the rain coverage last night just didn't look that impressive to me. This still doesn't look that impressive.
Yeah.
Not everybody will even get rained on, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But most of us will see rain, and then some of us will maybe see some stronger to even severe storms. So as far as tornado energy is concerned, there is some decent energy. Now, remember what Ashley just showed you at 6 o'clock, there was only a really small cluster of storms, and it was more so right in the metro area. It's going to not line up perfectly with what the model is showing, but there's decent energy to see some of these storms have some potential spin to maybe have potential for a couple of tornadoes. So that's why it's a first alert weather day, because again, all modes of severe weather are going to be possible. Good news is that it looks like that energy decreases relatively quickly.
Yeah, and then it's pretty much gone as the front sweeps through. So after that, I think we're going to be relatively quiet for the second half of this week. So again, main threats still looking to be damaging wind and hail, but the tornado risk still around, especially the further north you go. So just make sure you have ways of receiving alerts tomorrow evening. I think by around midnight or so, we're pretty much going to be done with this severe event. And then we look to temperatures that are going to cool off just a little bit into the low 80s by Thursday. But however, it's going to warm back up as we head into this upcoming weekend for the Memorial holiday weekend. And while we are excited for it to be the Memorial Day holiday weekend, Saturday looks relatively good, but unfortunately Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening could be looking at some rain. And then especially on Monday, it looks to be a pretty big washout. So if you have any outdoor plans, definitely try to plan on doing them on Saturday because after that, it looks to be a little bit rainy for the end of the holiday weekend. So
hopefully you have time to get some yard work done too before that happens. Because we got washed out at my house on Saturday, and now who knows when we'll be able to do anything.
Right.
If it rains again tomorrow and then again on Monday. But
yeah,
we'll see.
But that's pretty much all I have for us. Well, again, have more updates later on this evening with our later newscast. I'll be on at 4 and 4:30. Elise will be on at 5, 6, and 10. And then also we'll be right back on here at 6:30 for another update about your first alert weather day tomorrow evening. So
one question everybody else is just saying good afternoon and good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. There is one comment here that's a lot of energy over Eagle Lake that I want to address. Even though there is a lot of energy, if there's no storms, there's not anything for you to worry about. While there may be some storms, then it's not looking like a high-end severe weather event. It's still going to be relatively scattered. So we'll keep a close eye on it.
Yeah.
Definitely check the weather before you get ready to head out for your evening commute and before you get out for any other later evening activities on your Tuesday. But it's not going to be widespread severe weather. Yeah. It's going to be very scattered, if not isolated events.
Yep.
Well, that's it. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you on WLBT, and then we'll see you back here at 6:30.